All right, I'm at Battery UG here on Upper Mobile Bay. This is the Blakely River. A little further south, probably just out of the reach of this camera lens, you would have had several rows of log pilings, vertical pilings that would obstruct the access to the river to keep the U.S. Navy out. And it would have been impossible for the U.S. Navy to remove those pilings under concentrated artillery fire from this position where I'm at now. I'm near the southeast bastion. As you can see, it's eroded quite a bit compared to the southwest bastion. We're going to walk in to Battery UG. Again, this is on the Blakely River side, and I believe what I'm looking at right here, my friend's over there on top of the earthwork, but I believe this, it's hard to see because there's a lot of trees and brush and everything else, but I'm essentially at the southwest bastion that would have had its gun pointing to Blakely River. And then on April 10th and 11th, this position would have been under heavy fire and also giving out heavy fire, artillery fire, to occupied Spanish Fort. I'm actually right now on top of the earthen fortification. I'm walking towards the east. There's my friend, and you can see down here, that down there would have been, I believe, this would have been the remnants of the southeast, keep saying southeast bastion of Battery UG, okay? All right, so if you look here, I'm actually up on it's still quite a bit elevated to my south here, a lot of marsh, okay, a lot of marsh. Again, these trees would not have been here at the time, and this cannon position would have had a clear view of Blakely River. I'm kind of walking down southeast, and you can see sort of what the Confederate, these are guys who were mostly from Louisiana, would have seen. But again, this would have been cleared out, and from there you would see the pilings that would have obstructed, going across the Blakely River, would have obstructed the navigation for the federal gunboats. And if they would have got close to those pilings, the Battery UG, where I'm standing, the southwest corner, would have had a clear shot on them, and they would be slowed down, and it would have been impossible for them to clear those pilings under such concentrated fire. But also, off into the distant, let's see if I can get a better view. Again, there's a lot of trees and brush, but you can see the hills there. That's Spanish Fort. So on April 10th and 11th, this artillery position would have now unleashed their artillery fire on Spanish Fort, since Spanish Fort was now occupied by the federal forces under General Canby. But again, this is Battery UG facing the southeast position on the Blakely River here on Upper Mobile Delta. And again, there's a lot of Civil War history and earthworks, if you know what you're looking for, is still here. But again, this is November. I do not recommend coming out here any earlier than that, because there's a lot of wildlife that you don't want to play with here. But this is the southeast bastion of Battery UG.